You are tuned in to The T-Side, a podcast where we talk total health, life lessons, and music. I'm your host, licensed therapist, doula, and music enthusiast, Tawnya D. Now let's get into it. Welcome to The T-Side podcast. I'm your host, Tawnya D. If you are new to the podcast, thank you for stopping by to listen. And welcome back to everyone else. If you like what you hear, I hope you come back, and I appreciate it if you tell someone else about the podcast so they can enjoy it as well. I would love to hear from all of you, especially after today's episode. Make sure you follow me on Instagram or Facebook for more great content. I just wanted to hop on real quick to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and to tell you that you can check out my Christmas playlist on Spotify. I will link it down in the description of the episode. But first, 'tis the season to make amends. I just want to take a minute to say this. This was my Monday message this week. The holidays can be hard for many of us for a variety of reasons, from dealing with the loss of loved ones, being separated, to this lingering pandemic, or just seasonal depression. Whatever it is, don't let your stubbornness be one of those reasons. Reach out to someone you haven't talked to in a while. If you know you did something wrong, own it and apologize. If you stop talking to someone because they said something you didn't like or heard that they said something, whatever the case, ask yourself if it's really worth losing a relationship over. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person. No need to wait until the new year to turn over a new leaf. Life is too short to carry all that negativity. Plus, you might make someone's holiday a little bit brighter just by calling and saying hi. So even if there is no hard feelings between the two of you, it's just somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Just send a text, call and say hi. You'd be surprised how much that might make somebody's day. Because think about it. It would probably make your day if you heard from somebody you hadn't heard from in a while. But that's it. That's all. It wouldn't be the T-side if I didn't drop a life lesson in there somewhere, right? Like I said, I don't have a full episode today. There is no theme song, but I do have a full Christmas-themed playlist. Growing up, Christmas at my house was always a big deal. After my birthday, of course. Me and my mom would put up the tree and decorate the house with Christmas trinkets, including the nutcracker bowl with fresh fruit and a variety of nuts in it. I don't know, did anybody else have one of those things? I don't even know what it's called. I called it a nutcracker bowl because it was like a wooden bowl, almost like a basket. And at the top was a screw type thing, and you would put your walnut or whatever nut you had under it and turn it into the nut cracked open. I wonder what happened to that thing. I'm going to have to ask my mom. We would always have walnuts, pecans. I think they were hazelnuts, the round ones. I always called them acorns because they look like acorns to me. And we would always make 3 different kinds of cookies: chocolate chip, peanut butter, and sugar. Me and my mom didn't like oatmeal, so we wasn't making oatmeal. Didn't matter who liked them. But making cookies was always fun for me because when we made the peanut butter cookies, we would use the fork and make the little square things on the top. And my grandma, I would go to her house and we'd make refrigerator cookies. I think that's what she called them. But we would use cookie cutters and make fun little shapes. She always made a reindeer, snowman, the Christmas bell. So I've always been a baker and crafty. In the backdrop to all the festivities was Christmas music. My dad kept the radio on almost 24/7, so we had a built-in soundtrack. And I've always loved Christmas music, so this playlist is full of just my favorite Christmas songs. And there are many more that I really like, but these songs are the ones that always bring me holiday cheer and makes me feel all warm and cozy inside and thinking about the fond Christmas memories. Because honestly, I didn't have a lot of great memories growing up, but Christmas was always fun. My grandpa would come and spend the night, and my half brother would come and spend the week with us. So it was always fun. And I would also help my mom wrap the gifts because if you've listened before, you know I was a special type of child. I stopped believing in Santa Claus. I was probably 4, maybe 5, just because it didn't make sense to me that a big fat man is going to, one, get all the way around the world to everybody in one night, and 2, we had a fireplace. How is he going to fit down the fireplace? He's too big to fit down the fireplace. And he's got a bag of toys. Stop it. And if we had a fire going, how's he going to get down there without burning himself? I was always an overthinker. It just didn't make sense to me. And I remember I was in preschool because my birthday's so late in the year. I was older than a lot of the kids. And I remember we were sitting at the snack table. Oh my God. Those kids were so mad at me and argued me up and down that Santa Claus was real. I remember getting in trouble and had to get up from the table. I was like, that's stupid. No, it's not. I don't even know why. It just never made sense to me. So I would always get the help wrap the presents. And my mom always had the good hiding place, but we knew where it was. So me and my brother would go and look at stuff. So, I had fond memories of Christmas. Every year I would get a new racetrack because I was a tomboy. I didn't really like Barbie dolls. I had strawberry shortcakes, but not a whole collection of Barbie dolls. I wanted Transformers. Another fond memory was going over to my granny's house and getting the same gift as all of my girl cousins. I'm sure many of you did that as well. We just got it in a different color. If one person got house shoes, we all got them. One got a sweater, we all got them, just in a different color. And sometimes they were ugly, they were not cute, or somebody liked somebody else's purse better, so we'd switch colors. But it was all fun. My granddaddy would give us a silver dollar. And that was the best thing ever back in 1970 something. At least we got gifts that were better than the boys. I'll say that. The boys always ended up getting socks or a pack of t-shirts or something. I miss my aunties. I actually miss Christmas family get-togethers in general. We stopped having them actually after my granny died. We would always go to her house and we just don't do anything anymore. We would go to my aunt's house for a while and it just kind of trailed off from there. And everybody just kind of does their own thing, which is sad for me because I really love family. But still, listening to my Christmas music in the playlist is still always a mood lifter for me. And my list has a little bit of everything from TV shows to gospel and everything in between, like hip hop and some ballads. Now, there might be some duplicate songs on there. I'm just going to give you a heads up. But it's by different artists, but that's okay. It's my list, right? One of my favorite albums of all time is the Jackson 5 Christmas album. That was one of the first albums, if not the first album I owned, because I had a record player in my room and I had the 45 of the Village People, YMCA. Sorry, I used to work for the YWCA. But yeah, I had that, but I had the album of the Jackson 5 Christmas, and I would go in my room, close my door, and play that album on my record player constantly. Even if it wasn't Christmas, I'd play it. But at some point, the album cover got tore up, and my mom found it on CD for me some years ago. So now I have it on CD as well, which I don't even play anymore because everything's digital. But just know that there will be multiple songs from that album on there, as well as the New Edition Christmas album, of course, right? How am I going to be a New Edition super fan and not have multiple New Edition songs on there? I didn't find this as a song on Spotify, but one of my favorite Christmas commercials is the Hershey's Jingle Bells commercial, where they ring the bells, and at the end, the one rings a long time. And I think a couple of years ago, they changed it. And people were hot. I was pissed. I was like, what? It's not Christmas if I don't see that commercial. I think they ended up changing it back. I don't know because I don't watch TV anymore. So I couldn't tell you if they even play it or not. Let me know. Do they even still play that commercial? And if so, is it the same as back in the day or is it a new version of it? I don't even know what the new version was. I saw it once and was offended. Didn't watch it anymore. I will tell you, for me, that ultimate Christmas song, and for me, it's honestly not Christmas until I hear it, and that is Silent Night by The Temptations. And when I say until I hear it, I mean hear it in its entirety, from beginning to the very end, including the part where they say, Merry Christmas from The Temptations. If I don't hear that, I didn't hear the song. But that song is just music to my ears. It almost makes me cry sometimes. It's just so beautiful from the beginning and where he says, in my mind. Oh my God. I'm about to go listen to that as soon as I finish recording this. But anyway, I'm getting lost in my thoughts. Do you have a song that you have to hear every year? And what are some of your favorite Christmas songs and Christmas memories? Let me know in the comments and I will add your songs to a playlist. And until next time, Merry Christmas from the T-Side Podcast. And as always, stay safe if you are planning on spending time with loved ones this year. Thank you for listening to the T-Side Podcast. Be sure to follow me on your favorite listening platform so you get notified when new episodes come out. You can also connect with me on social media at T_Side Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, as well as on Facebook at the T-Side Podcast. You can also head over to the website, thetsidepodcast.com, where you can leave a comment, send me an email, or even a voicemail. I look forward to hearing from you.